Hello, this is Mark Sabatella from Outside Shore Music, home of Mastering MuseScore. In this week's tip, I want to give you an introduction to bends and dives for guitar in MuseScore Studio. There's some new features here in version 4.7. There's others that kind of go back a little longer. And I'm not an expert on this stuff because I'm not a guitar player, but I can at least show you how to get the stuff in, and if you know what you're doing, hopefully this gets you going. So let's say I've got two notes here, A to B, and I want to notate bending from A to B with my finger. Notice I have linked standard and tablature staves, and on the tab staff, MuseScore has defaulted to showing me that B as open. An open string, the next string up. Well, when you bend it, that's not going to be the case, right? In any case, let me select that A. I'm going to come over here to the guitar palette. If you haven't already added it, you'd click the Add Palettes button and click the plus sign to add that palette. This curved line here is the one we want. You can actually select either the note on the standard staff or the note on the tablature staff. It'll work the same either way. So I'm going to click that standard bend there, and notice what it does. On the standard staff, it draws this angled line, which is, I guess, kind of the standard way of notating that. On the tab staff, it shows a curved line with the number 1 up there, meaning up a whole step. And it has changed the tablature rendition from showing that B as on the second to top string in open. Now it's showing it second fret on the same string you were just on before. And of course, that's how you're gonna that's how you would actually play it. It's the same string. You're just bending the string. So MuseScore has kind of figured that out for you in putting that there. And notice also it marked that, if you can tell here, it's grayed out. When you go to export this to PDF or print it or whatever else on MuseScore.com, that won't show. The grayed out note won't show. Typically, you would not see that note indicated because the bend itself with the 1 there tells you what you need to know. But on the standard staff, you show both pitches. This is the way it's most conventionally notated, and MuseScore knows this. So that's a finger bend of a single string. There's also, like a whammy bar or whatever you want to call the tremolo bar, the thing you can hit on the guitar body that bends all the strings together. And there's a symbol for that as well. If I select both notes of this chord here and use this guy here that says dive, that's the one I want. And when MuseScore does that, it does that and puts a little +1. If it's going down, it'll be a -1. That's going the other direction. And both of these will play back pretty much as expected. Let's go ahead and listen. So that's how you add them to the score. You can also play with the playback of them. If you come over to the properties panel with one of these lines selected, notice there's a graph that you can play with. You can tell it, I want it to start earlier, and now when I play this, it arrives earlier. You could also have it say start later by coming over here, and now it'll wait until later. Right? And you can do the same thing on the dives. Lots more options to play with, lots more variations on these things, but this gives you the basic gist of how to create bends and dives in MuseScore Studio.